So I mentioned before the skill use multiplier and how destruction spells are very slow to increase. I have my own destruction spell mod. I don't even remember the name of it. Destruction Mage's Compendium or something stupid. I don't know. Anyway, it's a pretty simple mod. It's not complicated at all. But the thing that always bothered me about the game.
I want to hear another word about what you're learning from the Argonian. It's high time you learn to be a Nord too. But Mama, he's a half-decent farmer. Ask him to teach you to farm.
Okay, at the start of the game, everyone has flames. Right? Perfectly good. Perfectly good spell. Novice level spell. And you get frostbite and sparks. The only downside with this, as far as I'm concerned, is that you only have that to novice level. There's no apprentice level version, no adept, no expert. And that always bothered me because I like those spells, and sometimes they're really handy. So if you've ever had to deal with an ice wraith, you know what I'm talking about. And if you've not seen an ice wraith, for those not that familiar with Skyrim, an ice wraith is kind of like a how do we describe this? A semi-transparent flying snake. And it's constantly moving, and it's flying around. It's not on the ground. It's hard to see. It's constantly moving, and if you're slinging fireballs at it, you're going to miss. It's really hard to hit those damn things. The best way to deal with them is to use something like this where you can track its movement. Unfortunately, the flame spell is novice, and those things are pretty tough, and flames doesn't do much damage to them. So it would be helpful to have a stronger version of flames for dealing with things that move around a lot, like the ice wraith. But the game didn't give us any. So I made my own. We'll talk about that and more in a minute. Let's go check the interior, and there's something else I want to point out. Yeah, it's, well, this cave, or excuse me, mine. This one's a little bit darker than some of the others. I might tweak the interior brightness up just a little bit more. I'll have to do a little more thorough testing. Okay, so let's come over here. Now there is an upside and a downside to using ENBs, and that comes from night vision. In order for an ENB to work with night vision, whether it's the vanilla one that vampires and Khajiit have, or if you're using predator vision like I have installed, you need a night eye fix. And most of the newer ENBs have that. This ENB I'm using came out a little before that, so it does not have the night eye fix, although the newer version of Mythical I think does. So if I were to go into mod configuration, predator vision, let me just turn these. It's the quick way to do it. Night vision, see, doesn't work. Predator vision, however, does. And you can see the people are lit up, because this works on body heat. Night vision. Now all of a sudden it works. So what's happening here? Well, what's happening is it doesn't work with the ENB. So if I need to, I can push Shift F12 and disable the ENB, which is what I just did. Now if I turn the ENB back on, it shuts off night vision. ENB off. Night vision on. Night vision off. E&B back on. Now you kind of hate having to do that, having to disable the E&B to be able to use that. What I usually end up doing is adjusting the saturation and contrast with the night vision so that it looks a bit monochrome. So having the E&B off doesn't really matter because I have the night vision looking monochrome anyway. So it's not a big deal. That's the quick way around it to have your cake and eat it too. Alright, this video's getting kind of long. Let's get down into the rift. Well, we got a nice light rain here. We'll just wander down the road a little bit. 4 o'clock in the afternoon. That's some really ominous weather. And this is more of grass fields. It's even down here, and I wouldn't mind a different grass in this area, but it gets Whiterun green, which I wanted, and it is performance friendly with respect to other grass mods. Pretty much all of them. So and this is Happy Little Trees again. Well, this weather is going to make it look get kind of dark kind of early. You know, I don't mind this because it seems like whenever... It's one of the things about Mythical Ages weathers is you tend to get those heavy downpours a lot, and they stay around for 2 days, you know. It's like you can't get rid of them. So when I see a light rain like this, I'm like, oh, this isn't so bad. But at the same time, I kind of want clear weather so we can see everything a little more clearly. This is another mod right here. This one is... what's the name? I'll put it up on screen. But it changes the appearance of the ore veins and ores and ingots. It's pretty cool. I used to have glowing ore veins in there, but I decided to go with something a little more natural looking. What is this building? Oh, this must be part of Skyrim Bridges. I saw that. I'm like, why is there a big gatehouse here? Can we go in? Yeah, maybe we can go up top. Hell yeah. Ah, not bad. Can't jump off here, huh? That's kind of cool. Yeah, I'm liking this mod more and more. What was that noise? I do that a lot when I'm playing this game. What was that? Let's wait till morning. I want a little better visibility. Wait, hang on a second. Let's get away from the wolf. Won't let me wait if I'm in combat. Alright, it's like 8 something in the morning. Okay, what else was there? My destruction spell mod. I had to go through with that one and do the same thing with that one. The skill use multiplier and the base cost. Damn, nice. Not bad. I gotta find that E and B setting and disable that feature, because it's really, really hard to see anything. I mean, you can get a shot off on one creature, but if there's two or three, you know, screen goes dark. You can't see where the other ones are. And it's some kind of adaptation, screen adaptation thing in the E and B. I'll find it because I disabled it before. And if you look up at the sun, you see that starburst effect. That's another mod called 4K Sun. That's by Luxor. I'm not sure if that one's still on the Nexus, but Luxor is the same one that made Red Rock's 4K, which is one of my favorite mods of all time, which I'm not using right now. This is the first time I've not used it in like 3 or 4 years. I feel so disloyal, you know? It's like I've always just been really, really big on that mod. Most of the LODs for the trees here in the Rift are kind of iffy. These are a little bit better, but they're awfully light compared to the close-up 3D trees. See how they get darker? They're a little better, but they're still... Yeah, I don't know why it is. That seems to be an issue with just not quite getting them to match up. Okay, what is going on with the terrain up here? Oh, okay, okay. Squeeze me? The bridge has been replaced. I'm trying to avoid that area right there between here and like a Heartwood Mill, that little loop in the road is. I've had a crash there a couple of times. I have no idea why. The same exact spot. So I try to work around it. That's just the easy way to deal with them. Where's the road? I mean, now I'm lost. See what I mean about getting lost? So the destruction spell, there's... Well, let me show you what I have. I mentioned that before, where the game only has the novice level spell. So what I did was I made apprentice level versions of Flames, Frostbite, Sparks. I made adept level versions of all three of those, and I made expert level versions, and I even made master level versions. Now, if you look at the spells in the game, they seem to double every, not double, go by 50% every level. So apprentice to adept, your damage is about 50% more, your magic cost is about 50% more. I say about because sometimes it is, sometimes it's around 50%. So that's the same pattern I followed here. So for example, you look at the novice level flames, 8 points of damage per second, magic cost 21 per second. If you look at my apprentice level flames, it's 12 points of magicka, that's 50% more, 31 cost per second. which is about 50% more. If you look at the adept level version, damage is 18. Again, it's 50% increase. Spell cost 51. That's a little less than 50%, but you get the point. So that's what I did with those, and I had to make sure the cast cost and skill use multipliers were all set correctly. Where the hell am I going? This way. And also, there are the adept level destruction spells. I don't like the way they did that. Those 3 spells are all area effect spells. Let's hop in here and check out the lighting. Yeah, a bit bright right here.
Cowards, every one of them, running at the first sign of trouble. Oh, I didn't see you there.
You seem troubled.
Of course I'm troubled. I'm on the verge of incredible wealth. But my cowardly workforce ran at the first sign of danger.
Danger? What scared him off?
We were excavating this old tomb when we opened a chamber full of...
Yak.
In any case, if I can't get past the creatures in that room, I can't recover riches
I don't care.
and fortune within my grasp. And I have to give it all up because they're afraid of a few dead bodies. All right, then.
I just want to see the lighting. I don't care about your fortunes. I can't believe I got his initials wrong. Jeez, and I'm the mod author. Nah, I don't want to waste too much time in here. I haven't done this particular quest in quite some time. This will be fun. Or clearing out this place. I mean, I'm not sure I've ever had a quest bring me here. It's just one of those, oh, let's go clear this thing.
Have you killed them all yet?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, they're all dead.
No time to lose. Follow me. Don't fall behind.
Yeah, see ya. We should pop into the cave over on the island there, Garmin's Hall. Let's see, let's grab some edit flames. Alright, so this is the rift. Looks alright. I wish that I could extend the draw distance a little bit more, but I think I have it out as far as it'll go. Which is not very far. I think it's only 2 cells. Well, anyway, one of the things about the game that always kind of bothered me was the adept level destruction spells. Because you got Fireball, which does damage in a 15-foot area. You've got the Frost spell, which I don't know, Ice Storm or something.
All right. Hand over your
Are you again?
or I'll gut you like a fish.
Shut
Never
up.
should have come.
Hey, didn't we kill her once already? And then you have the shock spell, which is chain lightning, and they're decent spells, but the problem with those things is if you're using a follower or there's civilians around, you can't really, or if you're using a summons, you can't really use those things because they'll get hurt. You could kill your follower if you're not careful. Oh, this is what the iron ore vein looks like. And why'd you let that thing bite me, dude? I hadn't seen the iron vein yet in game. That's interesting. Now that always kind of, well, that always bothered me a lot because you know, envision this scenario, which has probably happened to all of us once. You're in Riverwood or you're in Fall Creek. A dragon attacks. It lands in the middle of the town. The guards run in there. Sometimes, depending on what mods you might have installed, or if you have mods like Immersive Citizens installed, or if you don't have it, the townsfolk will run in there, and you got some 80-year-old lady with this shitty iron dagger trying to fight a dragon. So you throw down chain lightning, it jumps and hits everybody. The dragon takes off, and they all turn and look at you. You son of a bitch. And they all come after you and kill you. How is chain lightning any good? And by extension, how is the Storm Atronach any good there? Because if the Storm Atronach throws down chain lightning, it's going to jump, and they're going to blame you for it because it's your summons. So what I did was, oh, we didn't go look at that bridge up in Windhelm. Okay, we'll do that right after this. Let's go check this interior. Ah, that's right. We got to jump down in that hole, don't we? Okay, well, I don't want to do that right now. You know what, though? We can pop into the barrel over here real quick, since that's close by. Take a quick look at that one. So anyway, I created my own adept level spells that are not area effect. And they're the same damage, 40 points. It's appropriate damage, appropriate cast cost. They just don't have the area effect component. So I've got Fire Blast, 40 point fire spell. I've got High Voltage, 40 point shock spell. And I've got Ice Shard, 40 point frost spell. So now I have adept level destruction spells that I can safely use and not have to worry about friendlies, followers getting hit. Well, unless I hit him directly, which, you know, I mean, sometimes that happens, but it won't be because of the spell. Well, these spiral staircases are almost as nice as the ones in Emberwood Bar. Almost. Glowing soul gems, that's another one of the Rudy HQ mods. Definitely got some nice creep factor going on here. Venerable Nordic temples. Yellow effect shadows with the enhancer.
Leave this place. Leave this place. Leave. Leave. Leave.
Okay, I did damage to him. Okay, well, I'm not going to go bother going any further. I just wanted to see interiors of a Nordic ruin other than Bleak Falls Barrow, because that seems to be the place I always go to. Since I start out my testing in Riverwood normally. I mean, a conjuration spell. Well, the conjuration mod is far from being finished. There's a whole building I want to put in place that has merchant trainers in it. That part's I'll get around to finishing that at some point. But the conjuration spells themselves are done. That was what was important to me because that's what I want to use in the game. So that part's done. But the spell tomes are in a chest in Embershard Mine. And the destruction spell mods are in a barrel in Embershard Mine. So, I mean, it's pretty simple stuff. Take a quick look at the bridge here in Iverstead. There's a freaking bear.
This should be good.
Card's just gonna hang. He's just gonna hang back and watch. I hate that damn bear. That one right there in particular. Well, that's pretty cool. I hope that pylon there isn't sitting on Rey's remains. And as far as the destruction spell mods go, the master level spells are pretty crap. I think everybody will tell you that. They have a long wind up to cast them, or really long, like, I don't know, 4 or 5 second animation. They're just not very good. So I made some master level spells. I've got Inferno, which is 90 points. And if you look at the expert level destruction spells, they're all 60 points. So these are 90. Again, 50% increase. 50% more cast costs. Let me see. I've got Ice Harpoon. I know, stupid name. But that's master level Frost spell and Megawatt master level destruction shock spell. There's a couple other spells in there. There's a couple of turn undead spells that I felt the game should have included but didn't, again for the same reasons, because their master level one was kind of crap. So I made my own. And I think that's about it. So there's not a whole lot to it, but there were things that I felt should have been in the game all along and I wanted, so I made my own. Alright, let's jump up to Windhelm, because I want to show that bridge. It's pretty nice. I don't know if the mod changed this bridge that goes over to the city. I'm not sure if it changed that one. It doesn't look like it. However, it does change this one. Let's go up here. We can get a better look. Or I can just TFC, but, you know. Look at that. Not bad. That one's really well done. Don't tell me I'm going to get stuck down here. Alright, this video is going on much longer than I expected, but we'll take a closer look at this one and wrap it up. Alright, I'm seeing what looks like smoke coming out of, like, oh, okay. I thought maybe there was a mod conflict with some pillars that used to be here, but there they are. I mean, the architecture is just, it's right out of Windhelm. Well, that one's kind of smashed into the stonework there, but Very nice. Very, very nice. Alright, I think we're going to wrap it up here. I didn't want this video to be this long, but I wanted to see some different parts of Skyrim to make sure everything was working right and make sure I was happy with the graphics and a few things to talk about with some of the mods. But everything looks really good now. I'm very happy. I listened to some of my viewers about EVLAS. I really like what that's doing. And the older Dindalod seems to be working fine. No crashes, no issues. And, well, that's going to be it. We can kick off the Let's Play now. I have all the mods in that need to be in. I'm not going to add any more. Well, that's not entirely correct. I do still need to make a patch for Lakeshore Cabin, an ELFX Enhancer patch. But I don't need that right now because I have Emberwood Bar, which I'll start out the Let's Play using that one. And later on I'll transition to the log cabin. So I have time. It's not something I need to have right now. Anyway, that is going to be it for now. So thanks for watching and take it easy. And I'll see you in the next video.